Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Celeste Borghese, and today I'm going to be showing you 3 healthy breakfast ideas. One of the most common questions that I get asked on a daily basis is what should I be eating for breakfast and what are some healthy breakfast ideas? So today I'm going to be showing you 3 quick and easy plant-based recipes that are high in protein, dairy-free, and gluten-free. So stay tuned and follow along. First up, we are going to be making an overnight oats. Now this just isn't an overnight oats, it's a combination between overnight oats and chia seed pudding. So it's pretty high in protein, high in fiber, and really quick and easy that you can just bring it in the car to go right in the morning. The base of this overnight oats basically stays the same every single time. It's half a cup of rolled oats, so I'm gonna add that into here. And then it's 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. So we're gonna level that off and then add it in. And then we're gonna add 1 cup of almond milk. So I'm just gonna pour this in. I'm gonna do it over the sink so it doesn't go everywhere. So this is the base, and it basically stays the same every time. You can always change around the toppings, but this is what I find. To me, it tastes really good, and it's basically a combination of the oats and the chia seeds. And now this brings us to about 12 grams of protein right here. Okay, so now that the base of our overnight oats is ready, I'm gonna put this in the fridge for 4 to 6 hours. It doesn't necessarily have to stay overnight, but I find that's the easiest way. You can also make it in the morning and bring it with you as like an afternoon snack, and it should be ready by then as well. And I'm gonna show you how to top it in the next scene, so stay tuned. I'm now going to show you how I top my bowl. This is my favorite way to top the overnight oats, and now you can top it with whatever you like. You can add berries, you can add hemp seeds, more chia seeds, you can add some coconut yogurt. Really, it's totally up to you, but this is the way that I like to prepare it and the way that I find it tastes the best. I do have unsweetened vanilla almond milk in here, so the vanilla flavor in the almond milk did give it some sweetness already. But if you don't have that, you can also add in like a vanilla protein powder to this if you wanted to add a little bit more protein to this overnight oats, but that is optional. So now I'm going to add in about a tablespoon of coconut shreds. These are unsweetened coconut shreds. I add in a tablespoon of dairy-free dark chocolate chips. So I'm gonna add that here. And then I add about a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds. Now, a 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds is around 11 grams of protein. So I'm assuming that, I'm gonna add a little bit more. I'm assuming that this is probably around 4 to 5 grams of protein. So altogether, without any protein powder, this is about 15-ish grams of protein altogether. And then I like to add some organic almond butter or peanut butter to this. Today I'm adding some peanut butter, and I'm adding about that much. And I'm just gonna plop that in there. And it's all ready for me to eat. So this is the end result. I just actually realized that the peanut butter has 4 grams of protein in it. So this is actually 20 grams of protein without any protein powder. And I love it. It just looks so pretty. And again, so easy. You can just plop the lid on it and it's ready to go. Okay, so the next recipe is a high protein smoothie, and I'm gonna be talking a little bit about different protein powders for this recipe and what you can use as forms of protein if you don't have protein powder at home. So I have already added in a little bit of ice into this blender, but what I'm gonna add to that is about 1/2 cup to 1/3 of a cup of frozen berries. So I'm gonna add that in. Fun fact about me is that I actually don't like eating berries just plain or straight out of a bowl. I need to have them blended. So for me, this is the only way I get my berries in for the day. So I'm doing that, and then I'm adding a cup of unsweetened vanilla almond milk to here. Okay. Then I'm going to add in 2 pitted dates for some extra fiber. So this is gonna add some fiber and a little bit more sweetness. So I'm just gonna plop those into there. And then next, I'm going to be adding in 1 whole banana. Now, if you want to keep this a little bit more low carb, you can substitute this for like a half an avocado and make it higher, oh my God, and make it higher fat protein, higher fat content rather than carbs. But I'm gonna add in the banana for today just because I like the way it tastes. Let's talk a little bit more about protein and protein powders and what you can add to this smoothie to give it some more protein content without having to use a protein powder. Okay, so here I have 2 different types of protein powders. This one is a pumpkin seed powder and this one is a pea protein. So for this, you need about 2 tablespoons of this pumpkin seed protein powder to equal 20 grams of protein. Now, if you don't have this at home, you can get the same amount with adding a half a cup of pumpkin seeds, okay? So this is just, you're adding less for this because this is a more concentrated form and it's in a powder, so it's already mulched up. But you do need half a cup to achieve the same amount of protein that you're getting with 2 tablespoons of the powdered form. The second option is obviously just a regular protein powder. This is a vegan one. It's a pea protein. It's by Designs for Health. I'll show you the container. This is just what I'm using. This is not to say that you have to use this, but this is just what I find works for me and what I've been enjoying lately. It's easy on my stomach and I just find that it's easy for me to digest. So I'm actually not going to use this one for today. I'm going to add in the pumpkin seed powder just because something different, and I want to show you that you don't have to have a protein powder to add protein to your smoothie. Okay, so this is 2 tablespoons, and again, this is equivalent to a half a cup of the regular pumpkin seeds. I'm going to add in another tablespoon of peanut butter, just for that little bit of extra protein. I love peanut butter. This is the final product. I actually already tried it and it's so delicious. I added a glass reusable straw. I actually got these from the dollar store. This is what they look like. They even come with like a little cleaning brush just to clean them with, and they are a good size for smoothies as well. Now, I like that I added the pumpkin seed protein powder in here because pumpkin seeds actually have a really good benefit for the skin because they are high in zinc. They're also really great for hormone balancing. So that is why I love adding them to the oats, to smoothies. I have at least a quarter cup of them every single day, and I just find that they're super high in nutrients and also really protein dense. So that is why they're one of my favorite foods. So there you have it. Here's a smoothie. Stay tuned for the next recipe. Okay guys, so this is the 3rd and final recipe for today. This is for those who prefer a savory breakfast over a more sweet breakfast. So what I'm gonna be making today is tofu scrambled eggs on avocado toast. So I'm going to show you how to prepare the eggs first, and then we'll get into how I'm prepping the whole meal all together. Okay, so I'm using some extra firm tofu. It doesn't have to be extra firm. It can be just firm, but I'm using about half the packet for this recipe. So I'm just going to plop that into the bowl here, just like that. And then to this, I'm gonna add my toppings and then we're gonna crumble it all together. So first we're gonna add a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Now this is going to give it that egg-like look. So this is what's going to color it to make it look like eggs. Then I'm gonna add another 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder to this. I love garlic powder. I just feel like it adds so much flavor to every recipe. And then I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. Now this is also yellow in color, so it is going to make it look like eggs. And this also gives it like a cheesy flavor as well, because nutritional yeast kind of is like a vegan replacement for cheese. So we're gonna put 1 tablespoon and then another tablespoon. crumble this up as you have been seeing, just so that it looks like scrambled eggs. And then I'm going to generously season it with some salt. So like half a teaspoon of salt and just sprinkle it all over. Maybe a little bit more, okay? Just to give it some flavor. Mix that up again, and then we are going to transfer this into a pan. I'm going to add a teaspoon of vegan butter to my pan, and I'm gonna turn it on to about medium heat, and I'm just gonna let this kind of melt down. I'm adding the tofu mixture to my pan now. I'm gonna get it all in there. Now, this is just the base of the eggs. You can always add in extra veggies to this to just make it a little bit more nutritious. I'm not gonna do that today because I just wanna show you how you can make it really quick and easy, but you can saute, you know, some spinach, some mushrooms, some peppers to this first, and then add in this egg mixture to it afterwards to just, again, add some extra veggies in there. While that is cooking, I'm going to prepare the avocado and the toast. So I'm just gonna use a half an avocado here. And I'm just going to slice it into some thin slices. I'm going to now prepare my toast. I am using the Little Northern Bakehouse seed and grain toast. It is gluten-free, plant-based, and vegan. And this is one of my favorite toasts because I feel like this one tastes the most like regular bread, and it is still gluten-free. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that into my toaster and wait for it to get nice and golden brown. So typically to these eggs, I would usually add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of just some regular unsweetened almond milk or oat milk, just so that they pick up some of that water and that it's more creamy like regular eggs. But because I don't have that, I only have unsweetened vanilla, I'm gonna add in a little bit more butter just so that they get a little bit more creamy and not so dry. So I'm adding in another about 1.5 teaspoons to that. I'm honestly just eyeballing this, and I'm gonna mix this in as this continues to get crispy. And you can see it's kind of melting there, and it's just gonna add some extra flavor to the eggs. Everything is done and prepared. I'm gonna show you how I prep the toast. So let's bring it in here, and so I could show you, I'm gonna place the avocado onto the toast, just like that. You can make it look a little bit prettier than I am. Avocados are a really great source of healthy fats, and I eat them very regularly, to be honest with you. I feel like they're really good for your skin as well. So I put a half an avocado on each of these toasts, and I'm now going to place my scrambled eggs or tofu eggs on top of the avocado. Placed the tofu eggs onto the toast with avocado. I'm now going to sprinkle on top some everything bagel seasoning. So I'm gonna add that to top here just for some, again, added flavor. And then I'm going to add some of these radish sprouts to the top. This is kind of like a peppery flavor, but I really just find that it adds an extra crunch and makes it look super presentable. Here is the finished product. I am going to bring it to my boyfriend and also cameraman for a taste test.
I think I deserve this. Oh, my arm's killing me.
So you're gonna try it and let everyone know what you think.
No, I'm joking, it's amazing. Perfect.
How are the eggs? Fake eggs.
No, it's perfect. I usually don't eat scrambled eggs, but you can't even tell the difference really with the tofu compared to the scrambled eggs. So for anyone that is looking for an alternative for eggs, this is definitely the perfect meal to get that balance of protein and healthy fats and good carbs.
The tofu scrambled eggs was equal to about 28 grams of protein, and that was me using half a pack of the tofu. Now, if you don't want to have that much, you can always have a quarter of the package of the tofu, and that's going to be about 14 grams of protein. So still super high in protein for even just a quarter of that package. So there you have it, guys. 3 healthy breakfast ideas that are plant-based, gluten and dairy-free, that are super high in protein that you can have for your next breakfast. Please comment below if you guys have any questions regarding those recipes and what you would like to see next on my YouTube channel, and I will try my best to cover it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this inspired you to make a healthy breakfast that is quick and easy. If you like this video, please hit that like button for me and subscribe to my channel as it helps out so much. Turn on that notification bell because I will be posting new content every single week regarding workouts, skincare, and healthy recipes. And maybe some fashion stuff too. Thank you guys again and have yourselves a great day.